And good morning, good evening, good afternoon, students and traders all around the world. This is Michael, the so-called FXFreedom, and this is the professional forex trading course, but still course 101. This is for beginners traders, everybody. Remember, trading is a learnable skill when we learn in the correct way. Also remember that you are going to graduate from this course when number one, you have your chart set up and ready for trading. Number two, you have your strategy in place. Today we're going to talk about the strategy and you understand why you win, why you lose. And number three, you have a complete understanding on how this market works so you can analyze the market and make an educated prediction. Okay, everybody, remember also, if your way is not working, why don't you try ours? Risk disclaimer, these streams are not trading or investment advice. We are here to learn. For questions and or homeworks, you have my email contact, and for business, everybody, you have the Skype. That being said, let's open J4X 4. Yeah, we had a news announcement. Okay, everybody, so what is your strategy today, right? So today we are going to work on number 2. This is just first of the many, okay? Otherwise, all the previous lessons, everybody, we were working on number 3, okay? So far we covered monthly bands, highs and lows, short-term trends, and lastly was the market wave. Now, with those tools, with this understanding, we are going to try to build a strategy, okay? And you have your charts, you know, so if you are going to use the market wave, you should have the market wave on your charts. Everybody, I'm on NZD CAD. Do you want to do this session on other currency pairs? Do you want to check any other currency pairs, everybody? Type in the chat. And remember, first comes, first is served. Okay? No, not the exotics. No exotics, no ZAR, no Krona, no Turkish Lira, everybody. You know, the 23, the major ones. You know? Yes, you can choose between, everybody, AUD CAD, AUD CHF, AUD JPY, AUD NZD, AUD USD, Canada CHF, Canada JPY, CHF JPY, Euro AUD, Euro CAD, Euro CHF, Euro GBP, Euro JPY, Euro New Zealand, Euro Dollar, GBP AUD, GBP CAD, GBP CHF, GBP JPY, GBP NZD, GBP USD, NZD CAD, NZD CHF, NZD JPY, NZD USD, USD CAD, USD CHF, and USD JPY. Okay, everybody? Boss, what is the US dollar? The US dollar, it's an index. Okay, as a matter of fact, in 2 weeks we have a half-day seminar, workshop on how to use the US dollar index and how to trade baskets of currencies, everybody. But this is for the advanced traders, okay? Boss, can I come? If you're a beginner trader, you are going to waste your time and money. This is not for beginners, everybody. How to trade indexes and then basket of currencies. This is not for beginners, make sense? I mean, you can come, but I'm telling you, you are going to waste time and money too. Okay? Boss, are there any requirements? Yes, the requirement is that, so for order for you not to lose time and money, that you are over the Forex Course 101. Okay, everybody? So what is your strategy? Do you want to check any other currency pairs, or should we do this on NZD CAD? Type in the chat, everybody. First come, first is served. Otherwise, what is your strategy so far, right? Let's try to build your strategy. Let's try to build a strategy. So this is going to be version 1, right? Because we're going to have This is just one of the many. Okay, so far we covered, okay, your strategy based on your education can have, so we have monthly bands, we covered short term trends, and we covered the market wave. Okay, monthly band, short-term trends, and the market wave. Now there is only one rule. Okay, when building your strategy, version 1, when building your strategy, we must write rules that are what we call black and white / not subject to interpretation. Okay, everybody, when building your strategy, we must write rules that are black and white, bleach, typo black and white, meaning not subject to interpretation. Ends the cat okay? Very good. Okay, everybody, who wants to use, let's talk about number 1, let's talk about the monthly bands. Who wants to use the monthly bands? Yes, I'm going to help you, don't worry. Okay, so example of a strategy. Okay, type in the chat, everybody. Type in the chat, yes, I want to use monthly bands, or type in the chat, no, I don't want to use the monthly bands. Somebody typed on the other streaming platform, boss, can I build my own? Of course you can. Hello Joy, how are you? Of course you can, everybody. Let's start with the monthly bands. There is strategy building rules, right? Strategy building rules. Strategy building rules. Strategy building rules, everybody. When building your strategy, we must write rules that are black and white, not subject to interpretation. And so this would be 1, edit label, number 1. And number 2, don't worry, there is no right or wrong. Should I put the monthly bands? Should I have the monthly bands? Okay, there is no right or wrong. Everybody, your strategy must be clear to you. Make sense? Joy says, I always use the monthly bands. I'm doing great, thanks. Just closed profit from GBP, JPY a couple hours ago. Congratulations. Okay, example of a strategy. Wow, I didn't saw this feature. Okay, example of a strategy. Ends the kid right? Okay, number 1. For the ones who are going to use the monthly bands, okay, so example of a strategy. Number 1, I will always trade in the direction of the monthly bands. Okay, everybody, just an example. We've learned monthly bands. Some of you are going to use monthly bands, some of you are not going to use monthly bands. There is no right or wrong. The ones who are going to use the monthly bands, you can write, it's just an example, I will always trade in the direction of the monthly bands. What does this mean? This means that on all time frames, everybody, now this is the difficult part. What does this mean? That on all time frames, you are going to trade just because the market on NZD hit the upper band. It doesn't matter. Daily chart, 4-hour chart, 1-hour chart, 15-minute chart. If you have a rule, I will always trade in the direction of the monthly bands. You are going to trade just extensions. Make sense? No retracements for you. No retracements for you. And somebody is yelling already, oh, I don't like this. Well, you are building your strategy. Make sense, everybody? It's your rule. If you don't like the rule, take it out. It's that simple. Oh, is that simple? Is that simple? Because there is no right or wrong. If you believe that the monthly bands are relevant to your trading, then have a rule. I will always trade in the direction of the monthly bands. If you believe that the monthly bands are not relevant to your trading, then take it out. Fair enough? Type in the chat who in here is going to use the example rule number 1. There is no right or wrong, everybody, don't be shy. Type in the chat yes, me, or type in the chat no, not me. There is no right or wrong. But this rule is black and white and it's not subject to interpretation. I will always trade in the direction of the monthly bands. Boss, this is difficult. It's not. It's not difficult, everybody. What is difficult? It's we following the rules. Joy says I do. Joy, let's make an example. The trade that you won on GBP JPY, did you buy or did you sell? Joy, the GBP JPY that you won, did you buy? It was a winner because you bought it, you went long, or it was a winner because you shorted it? See, everybody, no, this is not for me, it's for you. You must obey the rules of the strategy. If Julius would be here, Julius is in the advanced course, the institutional, he would tell you, guys, this business, it's all about us following the rules. Hello, Stefan, how are you? I shorted. Then Joy, did you went against the monthly bands on GBP JPY or did you went with the monthly bands on GBP JPY? I took the retracement even I knew that it's high risk. We are not talking right or wrong, everybody. There is no right or wrong. Joy, should you be trading up, meaning buy, long, because the monthly bands on GBP JPY are telling you to buy? Boss, can I break the rules? No, you should not break the rules against the monthly bands. Thanks for being honest. See everybody, building a strategy, it's quite simple, it's not that difficult. But we need to be accountable, make sense? Because in the advanced course we are going to talk about the edge. And you are going to quantify your trades. And in order to quantify your trades, you need to obey all the rules. Is Clara using another device? I don't know. But I'm not sure what Clara are we talking about. Okay, everybody, I will trade in the direction of the monthly bands. Okay, what does this mean? So star, 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 star. What does this mean? This means that on every time frame I must trade only and only in the direction of the monthly bands. Boss, I don't like this rule. Take it out. There is no right or wrong. Where can we put this? Is the chart, right? So, example of a strategy. I will trade in the direction of the monthly bands. What does this mean? This means that on every time frame NZD CAD that we are going to trade, everybody, I must trade only and only in the direction of the monthly bands. Boss, I don't like this rule. Now, you saying like or not like, everybody, you might like the rule or dislike. Make sense? If you are going to choose, it's a choice, you must obey the rules. Fair enough? Okay. So this is one. Next, we learned about what? We learned about the short-term trends. Okay. So we have number one. I will always trade in the direction of the monthly bands. Now another one, everybody. Number two. Remember, those are examples. Okay. Two. I will trade only extensions of the short-term trend. 2.1 I will trade extensions and retracements on the short-term trend. Pick one, everybody. Those are examples of a strategy. I will always trade in the direction of the monthly bands. If you like it, keep it. If you don't like it, throw it out. There is no right or wrong. Number two, I will trade only extensions of the short-term trend. Or you can say I will trade extensions and retracements on the short-term trends. Boss, can we trade extensions and retracements? Absolutely yes. The NZD CAD monthly bands are pointing down, right? But in between, everybody, in here, in between, especially on the smaller time frames, you are going to have uptrends and you're going to have downtrends. Make sense? So if it's an uptrend, everybody, now here is the trick, right? I'm going to trick you right now. Pay attention. I'm going to trick you. If I say I will always trade in the direction of the monthly bands, but I have an uptrend, can I buy the extension? If, or maybe a better question, if I buy the extension of the uptrend, am I breaking the rules of my strategy? Yes or no? And as a matter of fact, we had an uptrend on NZD CAD, everybody. We had an uptrend in here. Your rule, the rule from your strategy, everybody, your strategy is saying I'm going to trade in the direction of the monthly bands. If you buy the extension, not right or wrong, if you buy the extension, are you breaking the rules of your strategy? Yes or no? What do you think? Don't be shy. We don't bite. We are here to learn. Shola is saying, sir, but what if I have strategy to trade both? I might going to make it. Sure, there is no right or wrong. Everybody, you must understand there is no right or wrong when you build your strategy. You can trade extensions and you can trade retracements, but you must obey the rules. Now here is the question, everybody. If you are saying I will trade in the direction of the monthly band and there is an uptrend or up market wave, if you buy the market, are you breaking the rule number 1? Yes or no? Joyce says depend on what time frame. No, it's not depending on what time frame, because the rule number 1 is saying I will always trade in the direction of the monthly bands. Everybody, once you write the strategy with what we call black and white rules, not subject to interpretation, there is no maybe, there is no, it depends. Shola, yes, it breaks the rule. Congratulations. Yes, it does. And somebody's asking on the other streaming platform, boss, but I want to trade extension and retracements. Take out the rule number 1. Everybody, I'm inventing the strategy, makes sense? This is just example. Those are just examples for you to understand what are we talking about, right? I will always trade in the direction of the monthly bands. I will trade only extension of the shortened trend. I will trade extensions and retracements, not a problem. And Shola got it right. So if the monthly bands are saying to me, number 1, remember I'm choosing to use the monthly bands. Okay, and the monthly bands are telling me, okay, we are going down, short the market, sell. If I'm going to see an uptrend or up market wave, I can only trade the retracement. If I'm going to trade the extension, I'm breaking the rule number 1. Boss, what if I have only the 2? So if I say, okay, I will trade in the direction of the monthly bands and I will trade only extensions, then when NZD cat was here making higher highs, higher lows, higher highs, higher lows, higher highs, higher lows, higher highs, higher lows, no trade for you. And what I just said, everybody, it's worth gold. No trade for you. Okay, Mike Bellafiore from SMB Capital said it best. Just because you can understand the setup and just because you are seeing it on the chart, this does not necessarily mean that you should enter the market. Wow, right? Boss, can you repeat please? Yes, sir. Mike Bellafiore from SMB Capital said, just because you understand the setup, just because you understand how the market moves, how the uptrend forms, just because you understand the setup, and you sit on the chart, market making higher highs, higher lows, higher highs, higher lows, this does not necessarily mean that you should enter the market, that you should put a trade on. In other words, everybody, you should not trade everything and anything, makes sense? What do you mean? You should be more selective. How can I be more selective? There you go, with the strategy. Boss, how can I be more selective? With the strategy. You are going to build a strategy with the tools and indicators you believe are going to give you an advantage, and you are going to obey those rules. So one more time, just because you understand the setup and you sit on the chart, If it's not in your strategy, you must stay out. Otherwise, one more time, you are breaking the rules of the strategy. Here is the reality check, everybody. If you work in an investment bank or if you work in a hedge fund, and if you break the strategy rules, what is going to happen? What are the consequences in an institution if you break the rules of the strategy? Joyce asking, what strategy do you use? Well, I use mine. I use mine, Joy. I build my own. Everybody, what is the consequence if you don't obey, if you break the rules of the strategy in a hedge fund or in an investment bank? They're going to congratulate you, they're going to give you they're going to give you a box of chocolate, or they're going to say the F word. You are, or maybe the W word. You know what is the W word? Well, John, first warning. John, we gave you the strategy that is telling you that you must trade in the direction of the monthly bands. John, why did you buy, pardon my English, why did you buy Anne's the cat? John, oh, because I thought. You are not here to think, John, you are here to obey the rules of the strategy. First warning. Somebody just type, oh, this is serious business. Absolutely. Ask Julius and Sheila from last year that are in the advanced course. Make sense, everybody? This is the... So number one, it's a learnable skill. Number two, this is the difficult stuff. They gonna slap me in the face with the bucket. But maybe. Everybody, if you're a complete beginner, they give you the first warning, and then second one, you are fired. If you are a seasoned trader, you know, not a complete beginner, not a rookie, you know, not a junior trader level, whatever, but if you've been there for 6 months plus, maybe a year, and if you break the rule of the strategy, you are fired, my friends. Make sense? I can tell you thousands of stories. I worked in some institutions. Boss, what? Now, this is the question I was waiting for on the other streaming platform. Boss, what if I broke the rules and made money? This is one of the best questions, everybody. Type in the chat. What happened? What do you think? What happens in an institution when a trader breaks the rules, but makes money with the trade? Are they going to give him or her a raise, or are they going to fire him or fire her? Type in the chat, they're going to fire them or they're going to give them a raise. What do you think? No, there is no right or wrong on the strategy, but you must obey the rules. See, everybody? And some of the advanced traders in the advanced course, they come to class happy. Boss, I made money. And I tell them, don't be happy. Don't be happy. You are inconsistent. Joy, you are too nice. You are too nice. You are too nice. Everybody, Joy is too nice. Oh, you know, don't bother. You know, you're just inconsistent. On a $1 million account, you are breaking the rules of a $1 million account. Oh, but it was a winner. Sure, it was a winner, but it could be a loser too. But it was a winner, boss. Sure, but not based on the strategy. You got lucky. No, I didn't got lucky. Prove it. Prove it that you are not lucky. Make 100 trades. Always in the same way, based on the same methodology. Prove it that it was not luck. Joy, you are too nice. Everybody, you are not getting this yet. This is a business. We are talking about money. This is not a joke. Make sense? You might be playing around, it's all fine and okay, like, you know, everybody in the beginning, oh, I'm going to throw a few $100 and I'm going to have fun and I'm going to try, you know. But nothing is going to change in your trader's life until you understand that this is serious business. This is the most important thing that I'm going to teach you today, right now. You cannot play around on the $300 account expecting to be a professional trader with the bigger accounts. Shocker. Boss, can you repeat please? Yes, sir. Write this down, print it out, and read this sentence every single day. I cannot have fun or play around just because it's a small account, 100, 200, $300, whatever, and then expect that I'm going to do well on the bigger accounts, 10K, 50K, 100K, whatever. This is why prop firms are making money with your money, and it doesn't work. This is why you go on a website and you see 20 plus proprietary trading firms. You know, you are going to give them $100 or $200 or $1,000, and they're going to give you $100 demo account, $1 million demo account, and you are not going to make it. Does this make sense to you? Can you understand this, everybody? Can you relate to this? You cannot have fun and play around on the small accounts and then expect from yourself that you are going to behave as a professional trader on the big accounts. Why not, boss? Because you are not going to build the correct habits and following the rules of the strategy to the teeth. It's one of the big ones. It's a skill, it's a habit. Does this make sense to everybody? Can you understand this? One more time, you're fired. Joe, you are too nice. Boss, so you are telling me that they fire people who make money? Answer, yes. Yes, they do. Yes, they do, everybody. But it made money. It doesn't matter. He or she got lucky. My kids can click a mouse and make money. Can you understand this, everybody? The eventual winner, it's not the problem. Teenagers clicking a mouse, they can make money as you do, as I do. There is what they call random distribution. You can be a complete beginner, you know, have no idea what you are looking at the chart, and click the mouse and you buy or sell a currency, and it could be a winner. So yes, they are firing people even if they make them money, because money, I shouldn't tell you this, this is from the advanced course. Money, it's a consequence of a well executed strategy that has an edge. Money, it's not the reason. Am I not everybody, am I not telling you every single time, don't trade for money, trade for freedom? Now you have it. Money, it's a consequence of a well-executed strategy that has an edge. Money, it's not the reason to enter the market. But it takes some time for the beginner trader to understand this. Okay, this is one of those lessons that you should download and watch and re-watch 3 or 4 times, everybody. Moving forward, I will trade only extensions of the short-term trend. I will trade extensions and retracements on the short-term trend. Type in the chat, everybody, which one do you want? So we can move forward. Should we keep the 2 or the 2.1? Type in the chat, everybody, the majority is going to win. Should we keep number 1? Should we keep the 2.0 or 2.1? 2.0 says I will trade only extensions of the short-term trend. 2.1 says I will trade extensions and retracements on the short-term trend. No, there is no right or wrong, whatever you choose. But as we are talking about, everybody, once you have your strategy in place, you must obey the rules. Okay, and the next we learned about the market wave, right? So the same goes for the market wave. You can say number 3, right? You can say number 3, I will trade extensions and retracements on the market wave. 3.1, 3.0, 3.1, I will trade only the extensions of the market wave. There is no right or wrong. Choose one, pick one. You are building your strategy. As somebody said, can I build my own? Absolutely yes. 2.1, 2.1. Okay, everybody, so what about number 3, everybody? What about the market wave? I will trade extensions and retracements, or I will trade only extensions. Which one? So 2.1 stands, right? 2.1 stands. So this is going to be number 2. I will trade extension and retracements. Okay. We have 2 rules. What about the third one? I will trade extensions and retracements on the market wave, or I will trade only extensions. Which one? Joy 3, 3.1. Everybody, do you want to trade just extensions of the market wave, or do you want to trade also the retracements of the market wave? I'm going to clone the chart. We going on the weekly, and we said we're going to trade only in the direction of the market monthly band. So extension, retracement, extension, retracement, extension, retracement, extension, retracement, extension. Then it was retracement, extension, retracement, extension, retracement, extension. Give me a second, everybody. Okay, got this one wrong. So one more time. Extension, retracement, extension, retracement. Ends the CAD weekly chart. And extension, and now we have another extension. Made a higher high, right? Made a higher high. Which one do you want, everybody? 3.1. I will trade only extensions of the market wave. Okay, everybody, moving forward. So just an example, you can build your own strategy and edit label. So we're going to trade only extension of the market wave 3.0. Now here we have the rules, everybody. Example of a strategy. Number 1, I will trade in the direction of the monthly bands, NZD CAT. Number 2, I will trade extensions and retracements on the short-term trend. Number 3, I will trade only the extension of the market wave. NZD CAT daily chart. Everybody, NZD CAT daily chart. Now here is the difficult question. What can you trade based on this strategy? What can you trade? Can you trade? Boss, what do you mean? Well, looking at the chart, right? Looking at the chart. So after building it's your strategy, after building your strategy, we are looking at the chart, looking for tradable patterns. Whoops, edit label 24 and black. There you go. After building your strategy, we're looking at the chart, looking for patterns. Here is the question, everybody. Okay, now can you trade the short-term uptrend? Red color, everybody. Type in the chat. Can you trade the short-term uptrend? And edit label, retracements. Okay, so you can see the text, everybody. Can you go long on the short-term uptrend on NZD CAT daily chart? Yes or no? There is no right or wrong, everybody. We are here to learn. I will trade only the extension of the market wave. Okay. Let's make a poll. Can you enter long on the short-term uptrend? And we should do something like this, right? We should move the text to the, for you to see the monthly bands, right? There you go. There you go. This is the market right now. This is the example of the strategy. You should build your own. On the right, on the left you have NZD CAT monthly chart, on the right you have NZD CAT daily chart. Can you buy the short-term uptrend? Yes or no? Joy says no. Hedge fund trader Desert Island, what about you? Hedge fund trader Shola, what do you think? Hedge fund trader Stefan, what do you think? Or Stefan, I hope I pronounced your name correctly. Joy says no. Hedge fund trader Mike, what do you think? Hedge fund trader Ala, Julius, what do you think, everybody? Joy says no. Desert Island says yes. Anybody else? Desert Island, if I go long and buy the short-term uptrend, am I breaking the strategy rule number 1 on the left? I will always trade in the direction of the monthly bands. Stefan says no. Island, what do you think? If I go long, am I breaking the rule number 1 of the strategy? And the rule number 1, it says, I will always trade in the direction of the monthly bands. Exactly, everybody. The answer is no, I should not go long. Oh, but the market is moving up. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. This is what you must understand, everybody. It doesn't matter what the market is doing, you must obey the rules of your strategy. It's your strategy. And Stefan said best, yes, you are breaking the rule number 1. It will break the rule, absolutely. It doesn't matter what the market is doing, you have your rules to follow. Reality check, everybody, never forget, if you would break the strategy rules in an institutions, you are getting fired. Don't play around with this. You think that this is just a lesson online. You think that, oh, this is just a streaming lesson from FXFreedom. This is so important. And again, ask Julius and Sheila from last year, or some other traders who are in the advanced course. What if your strategy includes this parameter? Again, there is no right or wrong, everybody. If you don't like the strategy rule number 1, take it out. Make sense? Boss, why do we need rules? Great question. We need rules. Write this down, everybody. We need rules because we need to quantify. We need to quantify the results of the strategy. We need to have a structure to follow. Make sense? We need to collect numbers. If you are obeying the strategy, let's call it 1, 2, 3 strategy because we have 3 rules. Everybody, so one more golden nugget for you today. Great question on the, not on YouTube, on the other streaming platform. Great question. Boss, why do we need rules? Let's call this strategy, everybody, 1, 2, 3, right? Because we have 1, 2, 3 rules. I just invented the name. Okay. If you make 100 trades all in the same way, following the 1, 2, 3 strategy, okay, and after 100 trades you have 60 winners, example, and 40 losers. What does this mean for you? Boss, I don't understand. Somebody asked, why do we need to have rules? Somebody also wrote, I don't like rules. Here is the answer. If you make 100 trades all in the same way, you are obeying the 1, 2, 3 strategy, and you make 100 trades always in the same way. We are calling those samples from the strategy. And you have 60 winners and 40 losers. What does this mean to a trader? Is this good news, bad news, no news? Is he or she rich? Is he or she poor? No big deal. What does this mean? Following rules makes you consistent. Yes. Viable strategy. Everybody, you made 100 trades, you know, and you have 60 winners and 40 losers. So you have a number, right? Maybe, just maybe, your strategy has a quantified edge. Boss, I'm not sure. Make it 200. Make it 300. Make it 1,000. Oh, you know, not 1,000. Make it 1,000. Why not? If you make 1,000 trades always in the same way, with the rules that are not subject to interpretation, and you can see it, it's a fact that you made 600 trades, 600 were winners, 400 was losers. What does this mean? You have an edge, exactly. So here is the answer to the student. Great question, by the way. Here is the answer. Why do you need to have a strategy? If you don't have a strategy and you make the same 100 trades, then what? Or you are just trading for the sake of trading, right? And you make 1,000 trades. Then what? Exactly. I guess nothing. Exactly. Make sense, everybody? This is advanced stuff, maybe not for the beginner trader. Now just remember that your strategy must have rules, what we call black and white rules, not subject to interpretation. And remember, there is no right or wrong. Okay, everybody, our time is up. Today it's Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. See you back tomorrow. Until tomorrow, stay strong and trade for freedom. Why? Money is a consequence of a well-executed strategy that has an edge. Money is not the reason to enter the market. That being said, everybody, see you back tomorrow. This is FXFreedom.